Welcome to all my casuals out there. We're going to be seeing the top 10 fights we need to see in 2023. All right, guys, buckle up for this one. Let's go. All right, number 10, in no particular order, it will be Dustin Poirier versus Beneil Dariush. Yes, I would like to see this fight. This fight, I feel like this has fight of the year written all over it, fight of the night, whatever you want to do, performance, wherever. When both of these guys bring it, they go to bring it. Honestly, Beneil hasn't had a loss in years. You know what I mean? He's been on the tear. He's very well-rounded. Dustin Poirier, as you already know, is one of the most well-rounded lightweights there is out there. And respectively, I would like to see these two fight each other. I don't think they have anything lined up, so this is perfect for the year 2023. I would like to see Dustin and Beneil just get in there and scrap. This has like the best fighter of the year implications, man. I'm telling you, when you have these two magnitude of these lightweights going together, man, you can only see a great fight, man. I'm really excited for this one. I'm really excited for this. If we can pull it off, let's just get this going, man. Let's get it going, man. All right. Number 9, we got Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya. Now, this will be a rematch to the rematch to the rematch of a rematch. All right, now, I really want to see this for a 4th time. Yeah, I'm one of those. But honestly, guys, the first two were in kickboxing, not even MMA. So, you know, it's just kickboxing. So in MMA, yeah, he did lose, but he was winning that fight up until, and it's always, you know, you always got that puncher's chance. You know, like Boss Rutan says, there's no such thing as a lucky punch. You threw it with intention to harm. So, yeah, it wasn't lucky. Alex Pereira is the real deal. He just really is. Anytime, at any moment, he can knock your lights out. And Izzy just shown that he's one of the greatest fighters to ever grace the octagon. His poisonous, his technique, and his power, because he almost got Alex out of there in the first round. So I'm really interested in this fight. That makes a good case for a 4th fight. I know you all want to see it. I know my casuals want to see it out there, and I think we need to get this sign on the dotted line, man, and in this corner, you know what I mean? So I can't wait for this year. I'm hoping maybe in the first quarter. If it's in the second, third quarter, that's fine, but I really want it in March. That's what I'm aiming for. But that would be my pick, number 9, Alex Pereira versus Izzy Adesanya. Number 8 is going to Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. All right, Marlon Chito Vera. This fight already happened before, but, you know, unfortunately, we got that, you know, I honestly, looking back at it, Chito won. He wholeheartedly won. He had a great game plan coming in. They both looked great coming in, you know, but it was like some freak accident with his... it's like you hit your funny bone, you know, you hit your elbow, but there's like a funny bone on your foot. So, you know, he hit his funny bone on his foot. Sean goes down, and yeah, he gets wanged on. He got wanged on pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, the elbows were pretty hard. You know, he says that he's still undefeated. Nah, you got beat that day, buddy. But that's why I feel like right now it'll be great to have it, especially this year. It'll be great to have that rematch. I feel like the fans will really want that. I really want that. That's what needs to happen. You know, Sean's been tested, you know, with Piotr Jan, but this time it could be against Marlon Chito Vera, who's just been on an incredible tear. I mean, this guy's going through left and right. UFC former champions, legends. I mean, he's taken down already 2 on the list, you know, so I feel like we should really see this. We should really see this fight. We should really know who's the better guy, who was the better guy that day, and who's going to be the better guy this time. And no excuses, you know, this time. You guys going to be completely 100% healthy and come in there and fight this thing out. So that would be my number 8 slot, would be Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. Next fight on the list, man, number 7, man, goes to none other than Leon Rocky Edwards, man, the current welterweight champion of the world, man. You know, Rocky, you already know how it is, man. He had that beautiful high kick that got him the belt over game Kamaru Usman. Now, this is going to be the rubber match, all right? We need to see the rubber match. Now, I think it was kind of scheduled that they were supposed to fight, but now we're kind of hearing rumors that Usman's hand is hurt, or he has some type of injury, which sucks because I really want to see this fight. I feel like this rubber match will be one of the greatest rubber matches of all time, man. Honestly, when they first fought, of course, they were, you know, they weren't seasoned in the UFC, you know, still kind of green. It was still it was a okay fight for the first one, but the second one was still okay, man. It was going great up until that kick, man. It was going great for Kamaru, I mean. But I know Kamaru wants the rematch. I really know. It feels like there's a lot of pressure on him for this one. He had to beat the guy, and there was nothing, Rocky had nothing to lose for this one, so it was everything gaining for him, and he gained a lot, man. He became a champion like he knew he always was. The only person he lost to was Usman, so it only makes sense to do a third match. Anyone else in between time, if you can get it, if Usman's not ready, but this is the match to make for this championship. No brainer. I'm not even going to bore you with the details too many, but this needs to happen. Kamaru Usman versus Leon Rocky Edwards the third. All right, for the third match. Number 6, man. We got to give it up for the ladies right now. All right, Weili Zhang. All right, now, Weili Zhang has been my favorite for the past 3 years, man. I'm telling you, she came in the UFC just blitzing everyone and everything. And I just remember her first title fight, and she got the strap, and she's a KO monster. She's very well-rounded, probably the best person, with a physically gifted person in the weight division. So it's just like all her tools, all her weapons. I just feel like she's unstoppable right now. But it has to be Rose Namajunas. We have to see that fight. Rose and Weili Zhang, we have to see that fight. It's just like this the third one, we have to see the third one. The first one, how it went Rose's way. Nice, beautiful high kick, and boom. Second fight, back and forth bar burner with both women. It ends up edging Rose. She edged it out, and then of course we have to see a third one. Rose had just competed in another organization for grappling, and she surprisingly lost. And but I feel like that's not MMA. So it's just like that was pure grappling, and she took it on short notice. So it's one of those things like, yeah, she took it on short notice as grappling. Nah, that's not Rose's full asset. Yeah, she came in UFC grappling, and that's how she got some wins, But other than Carla Esparza, excuse me, Rose is flawless. So I just like, no. And she can beat Carla to me. So I just feel like this is the fight to make. It's a no-brainer, guys. This is the fight to make. You have these two of the best women in the weight division. Yes, Thug Rose and, the champion, Weili Zhang. Number 5, without a doubt, has to be Paddy the Baddy Pimlic, okay? Paddy the Baddy and Ila Taporia. Those two have to fight this year, okay? They have to. I have to see that. No one throws a water bottle at me. You're not going to get away with it. No, man. That has to go down. They had prior beef. This is bad blood, guys. So we need to see this. This would be a great test for Paddy Pimlic because everybody, thinks he's, not who he says he is. He's definitely not a Conor McGregor, but he's a Paddy Pimlic. So it's a different persona to me. It's a different guy entirely. But Ila Taporia is no one to play with. That man is undefeated for a reason. He is incredibly gifted. And what he did to Bryce Mitchell, oh my God, a few weeks ago, crazy. So I just feel like that's a fight the UFC probably not gonna want to do, especially for right now. They're trying to build up Paddy. So I want the fight. Paddy is acting like he wants to fight. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's not a draw. They're looking for that money thing. But honestly, this fight really needs to happen. I don't even know what else I need to say. Paddy's undefeated in the UFC. Regardless of his last fight, which honestly I didn't see it going his way, but either way, it's a decision that was made. It could have went split for me too, but hey, we're here now. I want this fight. This fight needs to happen. This bad blood needs to, we need to see this. So yeah. All right, number 4 is a no-brainer. Colby Covington and Khamzat Chimaev. All right, those two need to fight this year. I want to see those two fight each other. That would be crazy. Unstoppable force, immovable object type levels, right? Those two, and especially Khamzat for welterweight, he's great. He could be welterweight or middleweight. He's great. What he just did to Kevin Holland is insane, man. Just mauled him, got, finished him super quick. And what Kobe just did to Masvidal, and what he's done to, previous opponents like Tyron Woodley, he's make it look easy, So both those guys are great. They both have good cardio, especially Kobe. That's one of his major things is his cardio. He can just keep on going like an Energizer Bunny, man. Like it's insane. He's like an LED light. Like, it's crazy. So I would really like to see that fight. That needs to happen. I don't know if they're tied up right now. I believe like no one has a fight. Like, it's hard for Chimaev to even get a fight with people at this point. He's a money draw too, so that's good for Kobe because he wants his money, and it also gets somebody closer to that title shot. And I think you can do that right up under the Leon Edwards and Usman rubber match. I feel like that should be right on a co-main event or in the main card at least. But these two definitely need to fight. We need to see this. Chimaev is insane. His wrestling is crazy. He can stick to you. It's not so much Dagestani, but it is incredible wrestling regardless. And Kobe, his wrestling is insane. I mean, you watch that video with him and Masvidal. He was wrestling for like 2 hours in his living room. Like, the guy is nonstop tank. So these two definitely need to go at it. I definitely want to see it. The war words will be more for Kobe. It'll be entertaining to see in the press conferences, but not only that, it'll be entertaining in the actual fight. And as a casual fans, man, we need to see this. All right. So that is my number 4. Number 3. And long reigning champion Valentina Sivchenko. I would want to see her face off again in a rematch against Talia Santos. I feel like that was super close. I think at this point we're probably not gonna see a super fight between Sivchenko and Nunes, unfortunately, but this is the closest thing we can get is Talia Santos. That girl brung her to the brink of defeat almost. If you guys go back and watch that fight, it was only through some points and some, I believe, a couple of fouls, if I'm not mistaken. But those things really, weighed in on the fight. But Talia Santos brung it to her. I feel like that fight needs to happen. Even Shevchenko noticed herself that that girl was strong. So Talia Santos is no one to be played with. She is going to be, I believe right now she's scheduled to fight Erin Blanchfield in February. But if all goes well, and hopefully it goes well, we will be seeing her maybe July, maybe earliest fall to see her, fight for the belt. I really want that rematch to happen, guys. Without those fouls or those things happening in that fight, it's amazing. Go back and watch that fight. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Shevchenko is an absolute destroyer. She beats every single girl she's in there with. Besides Nunes, she doesn't have a blemish on the records, man. She is just impeccable. I'm telling you, she is one of my favorite people to watch fight. Male, female, doesn't matter. Yeah, her style, her movement, just her fight IQ is just insane. And I believe, she got tested out there. She really did. But we need to see this fight happening. All right. So let me know what you guys think about that. And number 2, we have Conor McGregor. Okay, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Okay, this absolutely needs to happen this year. Sometime around the summertime, I believe, whenever Conor's ready and he's doing movies right now. He's getting his foot healed. But Michael Chandler is amazing, okay? Michael Chandler is one of the most freakishly athletic, gifted human beings in the octagon today, man. He is captivating. His athletic abilities in his fight IQ is just supreme, and Conor's fight IQ and that left hand from Conor is always dangerous. That first round is going to be insane. Fight of the night, fight of the year type candidates when these two collide, man. And I can't wait. This is going to be a big pay-per-view draw. Conor puts the butts in the seats, So I can't wait to see this. This fight needs to happen. These two gentlemen need to square off. All right. And the trash talk's going to be funny leading up. Maybe it'll be cordial. You don't know how Conor's going to come. That's what makes it even more good. He's one of the biggest superstars on the planet, by far. And what he's able to do and what he's done for the company is amazing. And Conor's a stellar guy, man. So I want to see him, in there. I want to see these guys fighting and active and healthy. And these two, I'm telling you, this would be a great match to see. This would be something spectacular. All right, now you already know what Conor brings. You already know what he does. I mean, the guy is just crazy, and you already know what Michael Chandler can do, man. And he just destroyed Tony Ferguson. He had a great battle with Dustin Poirier. They both battled with Dustin Poirier, matter of fact, you know. And you know, even though Dustin came on top, but they made it great fights between both of them. You know, Conor's a former 2-division champion, so I mean, you're coming in there like that. Michael Chandler is a former champion of Bellator. This is going to be great. Title implications all over this. I can't wait to see this one, guys. All right, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. And number 1, the big one. You already know where we go with this. Francis, the Predator Ngannou versus John Bones Jones, man. This one right here. This is number 1. This is the supreme one. This is the most anticipated match you can put on today in sports. I mean, even in boxing, even in WWE, whatever you're doing, whatever your fix is, you like a little bit of submission, you know what I mean? That's cool. But I'm talking about right now, this is big box office pay-per-view. This is the biggest heavyweight contest you can do. I'm thinking like this could be big, huge, like Mike Tyson and Holyfield, you know, Ali, and those guys. This magnitude of a matchup is going to be crazy between these two gentlemen. These are the biggest guys you can get in the UFC. John Jones has the longest reach in the UFC. Next to it, Francis Ngannou, they're both 6'4", they're both crazy big. I mean, John Jones is going to move down for the first time to fight at heavyweight. And you know what I mean? He's got the best fight IQ in the game. So I'm really looking forward to see that, man. What could he do versus a big monster and predator like Francis Ngannou, man, who's just one-touch power. He touches you once, you're done. You know what I mean? Shadow realm, whatever you want to call it, man. That's where you're going to be going, man. He's going to send you there. And I can't wait, man. The guy's got the best punching power of anyone on the planet, man. It was measured, you know what I mean? Like science. It's crazy. So, can John Jones deal with that? I absolutely think he can. Absolutely. He's dealt with, and this is the thing, what people fail to realize is like John fought very powerful people. You know what I mean? DC is a powerful guy. Absolutely. You know, Thiago Santos is a powerful guy. You know, he's fought some big heavy hitters, Rampage Jackson. You know, these guys, Vitor Belfort, these guys were, you know, they could hit. They could really swing and hit. And he's, you know, he sparred with heavyweights. He's did the best of the best, man, for a very long time. Even with all the legal stuff and outside the stuff, I don't, you know, I care about the fights. You know what I mean? That's what I care about. So this guy's fight IQ versus Ngannou's just brute force. Since he came into the UFC, Ngannou's just been clearing everything left and right. You know what I mean? Anytime he touches somebody's chin, they're done. Alistair Overeem, Biggie Boy, you know what I mean? Jaziel Rosenstruck. It's just, man, these guys are, even Curtis Blades twice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, I'm telling you, one touch and it's over, man. So this is the most anticipated matchup we need to see, man. Yeah. Well, guys, that'll be it for this video today. I'll see you casuals in another one, man. Yeah, welcome. These are the top picks for me, guys. I can't wait to see these fights. Hopefully UFC listens to us fans, us casuals, and we get these fights done. But let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any suggestions or anything, I'm interested in what you have to say, or you know what I mean, just put it in the comment section below. You know, yeah, I'm always interested in reading comments, and let me know what fights are you anticipated in seeing. Like, what fights do you want to see next? Who are your favorite fighters? Just leave everything in the comment section, all right? See you.